Meeting for December the 19th, 2023 at 7 p.m. to order. Roll call, Jake.
Present.
Alicia.
Here.
Mark.
Here.
Brad.
Here.
I'm here, of course. Ashley.
Here.
Steve. Larry. And Brad. Item number 3. And we have 8 people in the audience. I got you tonight, buddy. I didn't forget you. Item number 2 is invocation with Alicia, and I'll lead the pledge.
Dear Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you for this day that you've given each and every one of us here tonight, Lord. I just ask that you be with us as we travel and be with family this week with Christmas, Lord, and just guide us and watch over us, Lord. I just give you all the praise and the glory. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, item number 3, additions, deletions, corrections to the agenda.
Yes, sir.
Alicia, Mark, Brad. Okay. Seeing none, item number 4, discuss and or approve the following meeting minutes, December 5th, 2023.
Motion to approve December 5th, 2023 regular meeting minutes.
Motion by Jake,
Second.
second by Alicia. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. December 12th, 2023 special meeting minutes.
Motion to approve December 12th special meeting minutes.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Brad. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item number 5, discuss and approve paying invoice 1882 from McLarian in the amount of $675 from the ARPA funds.
Motion to approve $675 to pay Clarion from the ARPA funds.
Motion by Jake,
Second.
second by Alicia. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Discuss available funding for the downtown improvement project.
At the December 12th special meeting, the council did approve change orders 1 and 2 for a net increase of $255,206.55 for the downtown project. We do have available funding for that project. However, until once we determine what the final impact is going to be, at that point in time, we'll do a budget amendment to correct it. But at this point in time, we have the funding, but we're not going to commit it because we don't know what we still have some research to do and some meetings to do before it's finalized. But just wanted to clarify that because technically you can't prove a change order like that if you do not have available funding to do it. But we do. But we're reserving now until the number is finalized.
Okay. Number 7, does anybody have any questions on that?
Yes, sir.
Item number 7, discuss 5-mile territory for potable water protection zone.
So I wanted to follow up. We had talked about in past meetings trying to do that for the statute. We could request the Glades County to give us the territory for 5 miles outside of city limits. So we had this map generated a few years back. But then, then in the interim, I had met with Richard Pringle, the county attorney, to discuss this a little bit, and they're receptive, obviously, to doing what we need to do with regards to the water services. But then, when I pulled this map out and I started looking at it from the perspective of doing a legal description, which is going to be a massive job, and looking at in total, at least as you can see in the arc, all the land that's encompassed, I was thinking that perhaps we need to revisit this because it may be biting off too much that we need to bite off, so to speak, at this point, and maybe focus more on a lesser amount of area for the time being. It can always be expanded down the road, but you have to keep in mind that if it's our territory that we're responsible for it, and somebody way out on the outskirts, could be
Where are
very
you going?
very
What's your start?
costly. So you can see here, this is where the radius starts at city limits. And you can see Moorhaven, and this is 27, the railroad. And, I figured, you have more local knowledge in terms of who owns what out here, because I don't know if we even want to mess with any of this territory, maybe focus more on a more limited arc perhaps, or certain corridor.
Well, I know there's some houses on city water that's outside the 5 mile limit.
Well, yeah, but the statute allows us a 5 mile zone. I understand, because our plant's actually
Right there.
further out, than the arc as well. So, but
Explain to us exactly what we're trying to accomplish here.
well, we already service potable water for
Right.
a lot of that area that's more developed, I'll call it, or the corridor, and what should hopefully develop down the road in terms of the industrial park area and such. So what had been brought up in the past was going ahead and preserving that territory, but to me, it's too much.
It's not feasible.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we already have the water plant. I'm assuming. we're trying-
Theoretically, down the road, a future county commission could grant a franchise to a competitor, which could impact the ability of the city to service potable water. Obviously, it's not within city limits, that's our territory, but outside of city limits is essentially what we're talking about.
Is he Clay? Is he the Dudas? Is he the Graham Farm up there?
No,
Is he the
Duda,
Mount
I mean,
Breeze?
Duda is right.
Okay, so you're almost.
Yeah, I
2
mean,
or 6
We've
miles.
got it. Graham's has got it. George Humphreys has got it. Byron and Janet and Whitney and
And he's asking for us to, in the county, to expand it to where you just talked about.
Well, here's if you were going to do a full expansion per the statute.
Yeah.
But my thought process is that some of this is going to be perhaps a little bit more than we really need to be responsible for, and maybe focus more, like you said, in
Yeah, I
the
agree.
27
well,
corridor.
because not to interrupt you, Steve, some of that right there that I just showed you, that's going to be a retention pond here in about, I'd say 2 years.
You're talking about this area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then obviously it's that a move, because then it's not going to be used.
I mean, it
And
is
need
what it is.
potable water
Yeah.
utilities, but I was thinking more if you focused on perhaps, coming off of 27, this is the railroad. You want to
Stay south of the railroad.
do like that triangle,
Yeah, like Loves and all that.
and then maybe come a little bit south of
Mhm.
27, because I'm gonna have to get this. We're gonna have to get this surveyed. So, I was trying to, because they're gonna have to come with a legal description for this. So, but obviously, I wanted to take it to y'all to.
The city itself is covered anyway. We're all.
Yeah, within
they
within our city limits, we're exclusive. But
Now, will we go the same radius this way?
well, that's if you want to cross the river.
South Shore.
South Shore.
Oh, South Shore.
But you have. I
Yes.
knew there was some other.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Not saying that you couldn't,
And that's what we're trying.
but if we're not servicing across the river,
We're trying to gain more ground future, so the
Yes.
county can come in and.
Well, in a
put
future
in
county could
Right.
theoretically say, well, we're giving a franchise to another.
South Shore. South
Yeah.
Shore can cross just like
Yeah.
and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's, what do you focus, say, from, I mean, as far as the city growing that direction, of course, it will eventually, but like you said, we can shrink it down now and always expand it later. Well, as I'm sitting here, I don't see the growth going much past Graham Farm while I'm still standing, while I'm not.
I'd say if we're gonna do this, let's make C19 the
There you
cutoff,
go, that's what I'm talking about.
because that way with the
Yeah.
development,
And
So
the
the
travel shop,
the travel shop, the potential of the inland port,
circle
Yeah.
around
that
to
would
the
be
county
the-
barn,
Yeah.
to the county barn, from the county barn up 27.
So is there a way to perhaps, because I have plenty of copies now, maybe draw on this, mark on this, what
yeah.
what you want it to look like, and then I'll.
Get down for us, Ashley, on a regular sheet of paper. Can she do that? And then we can look at it.
I don't have no scanner to fit that in.
Well, we're not using it at the property,
Yeah,
so maybe they can,
yeah, yeah.
maybe they can.
I could take a picture of it.
Can I write on this?
Yeah, we have one. Yeah.
There's your county barn.
Yeah, that's a lot out now.
You see that team.
C19.
C19 is right there. Loves is right
So you've shrunk your radius in half. right
there.
It's almost like a L shape. And then a little more.
And I would say just come right around. You want to, we definitely need to get down there by Hickman Chief
Mhm.
where,
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we plan on putting sewer down at that end of it. I mean, they're working on it now.
I'd say go straight up to C19
Mhm.
canal like that.
You want to go a little bit?
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's
maybe,
pending right out.
maybe Old
Yeah, you could go to the old
Old
sportsman.
Sportsman's,
Possibly, yeah.
which is about right here, and just bring it right.
And a lot of that between the county barn and Old Sportsman's state property.
Yeah.
Within the gun
State.
range.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I think the old Sportsman back
That
up a
one.
little further up
Mhm.
here.
Well, you might
So,
as well start where you see the yellow line anyway.
Yeah.
yeah, let's go from right there.
Through the county barn.
We'll just come right, you see that canal as the,
Yeah, straight line. Or,
Yeah, there you go.
Picasso I ain't.
and then down to Hickman. I like that. Yeah, that's good.
And actually, you can come in about right there.
That's a lot easier to survey. Those cut down property owners big time.
And that's probably land to be developed in our
That's what
lifetime.
I was saying. Yes, sir. They can always go back.
If you'll see me after the meeting, I'll do
Maybe on a darker, with
Yeah,
a darker,
some- yeah.
and I could take it to the surveyor and show them what we got. So anyway, that's why I had this brought up again, because I'm working on an ordinance for the county to adopt this. And when I start thinking about the legal description of which is like, it's massive and too big of a territory, obviously, at this point. So, all right. Good
I
deal.
mean, I just don't see any sense in going
No, I'm good with that.
the C19,
Boundary.
south of
It's a
27.
good boundary.
That's just, because there's not gonna be anything there in about two years.
Because it's important to do this now because the county is already giving the franchise agreement for water and sewer for Buckhead Ridge and Lakeport to Okeechobee Utility Authority.
Well, Lakeport's going to Lakeport.
Lakeport has Lakeport.
Yeah, but
But Okeechobee's coming.
You're right,
But
though.
Okeechobee's doing,
Yeah, they
Mhm.
include that in there, right? Like you said. I know they have their own, but they include that in that franchise agreement, so. But like I say, so at least if we get this franchise agreement done, so at least it protects that.
right.
Protects.
Because actually at the same time I'm working because I represent working on similar for Lakeport, because they've already given potable water to all of Lakeport, and there is a legal description for that, but now they're gonna expand it to sewer as well. So, but yeah, now the time's right to do it. So.
You know, how far down are they wanting to go?
Who?
Lakeport.
Just within Lakeport.
They're not wanting to go any further than, I guess, the boat ramp.
But it's from the Aruba,
Yeah,
from the
Yeah.
Aruba to the reservation,
Yeah, it's a reservation.
and then from the outside of Lakeport to the reservation.
Yeah, it's just there's what's, I mean, I don't have that map, but what's depicted as the Lakeport territory has already been awarded, and that's what.
it's that spot between Aruba and, just say, the county barn. We would just leave that to the county. All right.
Well, yeah, for
And
now.
that's state land too,
Mhm.
off from Fish Eating Creek.
Yeah.
Okay.
All righty. Item number 8. If everybody's good with that.
I'd just like to compliment myself for bringing Fish Eating Creek up in the city council.
Didn't think you'd ever do that, did you?
I love it.
Update status on swapping lots with First Baptist Church, city-owned 370 Avenue J, Block 19, lots 6 and east half of 7, and church-owned 357 Avenue J, Block 158, lots 12 and 13.
So at the last meeting, following the last meeting, I had ordered the title search report and it came back clean. So there's no encumbrances with the proposed lots for the swap. So we should be able to go forward with that.
Okay, we need to make a motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I make a motion for Mr. Mooney to move forward with trading the lots with the First Baptist Church on Avenue J.
Item Jake to direct Steve to continue working with First Baptist to swap lots. Second by Alicia. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, report of officer, city manager.
In the past legislative session, the legislature did change Florida Statute 112, the section that deals with full and public disclosure of financial interest. And what they did essentially, that beginning January 1st of 2024, they're including all that give a municipality in filing an enhanced financial disclosure. In the past, you filed a Form 1, which was a fairly concise form. Now you have to file Form 6, which is very detailed
Amounts.
and all different kind of interests you have. It's a, like I said, and yet obviously that has to be filed online, but it's greatly expanded. It's caused a lot of concern. I pulled an article today from the village of North Palm Beach. 3 of their council members resigned as of the end of December because they do not really comply with this. And one of them said they couldn't comply with it because they're a partner in a law firm and they can't disclose any kind of private information like that. And so it's it's going to be a little more complicated to sit down and do, but basically it's just you have to give a more full disclosure of all interests that you have.
Yeah, Cape Coral, what did we say, 2 of theirs and
Yeah, to them.
a couple in
But
Naples?
one of the things that they said by putting this much information in there gives the opportunity for a hacker or a scammer.
Yeah.
It just gives them another opportunity to get your personal information.
It goes into, it requires a lot more detail on income and other financial holdings and debt and everything like that. So it's very, it's
Yeah, it's a problem as a whole because even to record deeds now, I have to provide driver's licenses, ID cards. They hold these as public records. They don't record them with the deed, but still, if somebody wants to make a public request, they can get all this private information, people's driver's licenses, ID cards, and all that information. So. I don't understand it, but that's what's happening.
So I think the first filing will be, when we file the July 1st?
I think so,
July
yeah.
1st will be the first filing for this new process, I guess, the new forms.
Wow.
I've never looked at that particular form as far as the detail, because I just do the one like everybody else does.
So this is not the Form 1 we normally fill out. This is a whole new.
No, this is much more. Yeah.
More in depth.
Basically, anything over $1,000, you gotta.
That won't be real hard for me, but
Like I said, is there any talk of possibly Tallahassee changing the rule since all these commissioners are dropping off?
I don't think so, because I think,
Discussion
the
of it.
county commissioners have been following these for years, so I think they're just, their probably thought process is, well, these guys should be stepping up and doing the same thing as everybody else. Yes,
Sure.
I'm just.
no, I mean, that's exactly what they're thinking.
So I don't think, that they're going to back off.
Back off of
Well, in that case, maybe the governor and the Senate and some of them need to start filing some stuff too.
They do.
Already said.
Mhm.
And it was the other group that they added in there too was the Commission on Ethics. They have to start filing. I didn't realize that they didn't file. Financial information. So they
Yeah,
included.
they're telling us we got to, and they're not doing it.
So they,
Mm-mm-mm.
You have to do
Okay,
I think that's it.
you got anything else, Larry? Anybody got anything for Larry? Jay?
Not at this time, no, sir.
Lisa?
Yeah, I still have to do that.
Mark? Brad? Okay. City attorney, you got anything?
No, I'll keep working on the projects in progress.
Has anybody got anything for Steve?
The second meeting in January though, which I think is the 16th, Angela's gonna come.
Okay,
I'd like to maybe do a CAPFA meet at 6:00, and then she can kind of, because she has a lot of
okay.
territory to cover. So if we can maybe schedule CAPFA at 6 for the 16th, put her on the agenda. We may have some other, the one deal is still moving along. I don't know how quickly that would require any public hearings, but if we need to throw a public hearing in at that night, we can do that at the same time.
Between 6, yeah. So do you need a motion or just one?
No,
Okay.
just put it on.
All right, has anybody got anything for Steve? City, item C, city clerk, has anybody got anything for Ashley? Ashley, you got anything?
Mm-mm. Oh, actually, you know what I do?
What do you have,
All right.
Ashley?
It's the first time in a long time. Our Christmas decorations on the poles, they had a lot of mix-ups in the first part of this. I made a change back in July to what you see now on the poles from the poinsettias because we had issues with those last year, and they came out and put the poinsettias anyway. So I had a little bit of back and forth with them. The one lady quit responding to me at all. I told him that we were going to look for a different company for next year. They've offered us a 15% discount this year and next year, and I'm dealing directly with the main person of the company now. So
Pretty good.
just a heads
Good.
up.
It looks a lot nicer.
Yes, that's
Okay,
it.
Brad, excuse me, Brad, anybody got anything for that? All right, Brad, go ahead.
Everything running pretty much as normal. We are making a little bit of headway on doing some mowing, ditch bank mowing, and weed eating in spots. And we just been able to break through the wind. It's been terrible.
We haven't heard from the engineers as far as the water plant.
They are working on the panel in their facility, and then they'll bring it down. So that's an open POs, as I was explaining, and they're doing as they they can as they can.
But what about,
They are working on it.
what about to expand even? Have you got any
I
feedback?
haven't got any feedback on that. I've not got any feedback on that. Other than that, we're doing some potholes, fixing some potholes and stuff while we can catch up doing that while the grass is growing so fast. Just doing a little odd than anything.
Stop signs.
What's that?
Stop signs.
Gotta get them to
Ball field,
ball field good as far as I know.
okay. Ron, anybody got anything for Brad? Jake,
You're not gonna serve.
Alicia,
Thank you.
Mark,
No.
Brad?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, Brad. Approval of the bills in the amount of, item 10, approval of the bills in the amount of $206,
$206,000.
$206,388.98.
Motion to pay the bills?
Motion by Jake, to pay the bills.
Second.
Second by Alicia. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, citizens' comments, general concerns, speakers are limited to 3 minutes. Yes, ma'am. Can you come to the podium?
Sure.
You need her name? State your name too, please.
Vivian Miller, I live at the Yacht Club.
Okay.
Two things. Can we get some new welcome to Moorhaven signs?
We
Signs.
just put 'em up.
Got some.
They look terrible. Okay. So, and then, Christmas Eve, members of the Yacht Club get on our golf carts, we decorate our golf carts, and we ride through town. The first year it was warm enough where there were families out, excuse me, and we threw some candy out to the kids and all that. Last year it was too cold, we just buzzed through and came back. But that'll be Christmas Eve on Sunday night, and I don't know, we may have 3 golf carts, we may have 10, nobody knows. But I just want y'all to know, and you're welcome to join us. We're gonna meet at the clubhouse about 5:30, and come at 4:30 and have some chili with us.
Okay.
And, just join us in the, but if you see flashing lights, it's just us.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else?
Oh, I do have one more thing.
Go, your course.
Just like you, Craig.
Sorry. At the last meeting that I was at, y'all talked about this new school that's being built. Where are the teachers gonna live?
Yes, ma'am.
All these new teachers that are coming in, is there any long-term plan of a big subdivision somewhere or something?
I can't answer that question. I mean, I'm sure there's a plan somewhere. I can't tell you where it's at.
I just wondered, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole, if you recall, we were trying to get the county to join the city in creating the workforce housing commission. And I could never get anywhere with the county after multiple meetings with the county. I mean, it's, something that we could try again, but it turned into a big waste of time trying to deal with them.
Because they have to be old to live in the yacht club, so.
Yeah.
Trying to be close to retirement. So no.
Not old, middle age.
Well, wait, now what do you consider an old?
I know, it changes yearly.
Yes, it does. Anybody else? All right. Mayor and council to give reports. All right, Jake.
I just wanted to check back on the surplus equipment stocked up down there. I know I mentioned it a while back. We've been busy. Just wanted to make sure it's still on our list.
Looked at it, I told PJ to take a picture of everything,
Okay,
and we'll see if we need to do it online or have.
sure.
How we'll do it or haul it to an auction
Okay.
or.
It'll help clean the yard up a little bit down there is kind of
What
what I
else
was
stuff.
shooting for.
I'm not sure how y'all done that in the past, though.
Yeah, in the past, we took,
We did ad in the paper.
identified it, put it in we advertise it in the local papers. And, you usually get, 1 or 2 people to come in and do something with it. But then once we advertise it, if we can't get rid of it, then we haul it off to the scrap yards if that's where it needs to
I've had a
go.
couple people inquire about some of the stuff, and I told them, I said, we're trying to get it in an
Yeah.
auction or do so.
Okay, the Avenue R, the stockpile. That dirt's just piling up. I don't know if we're ever gonna be able to do anything with those chunks of asphalt. And I was wondering what we thought about maybe if, I don't know, the county's got plenty of dirt, I'm sure, but if we tried to set, if we found a contractor that wanted to purchase the dirt, haul it out of there, dump truck, if Ridgedale wants it. But it's just, before too long, it's going to be a great big grass hill that's not going to do anything with. We don't have equipment to haul it off or do anything with. But I didn't know if maybe there was some way we could put out, if a company, like Top Bad or Sparks or Pedro, I mean, those are the only ones I know locally right here. If we'd be interested, possibly they want the whole pile, we come up with a price, what they want a yard, and as long as they put their equipment there and load their truck and close the gate when they leave.
Can we do
It's
Yeah.
surplus.
I mean,
that? Surplus
We
materials.
would just, we would just, again, follow the same procedure.
I'm really concerned about the asphalt.
I don't want to get rid of that asphalt because you know what the Milos cost now.
Yeah, that's, can you take it
Mm-hmm.
and
I thought
yeah.
maybe we might in the future down the road rent a crusher and crush it.
And crush it
That,
ourselves to
it's not a
use.
miller, it's dump it in there and let it's a tumble.
yeah,
And a lot of that, when they, like they were supposed to mill one of these roads here.
They are.
Yeah, this one. So and I thought, going to the sewer plant, there's nothing out there but a shell road. I mean, it could use some ceilings. Yeah, over by Terrell where Tony Patrick lives. Yeah, there's 2 roads right there. They're in the city of Moorhaven, and there's still a shell road, and I think there's 8 houses on them. So we get ready to mill this, save us some money. Maybe we could just haul it right over there and set it on Terrell's road, and then we've got Terrell checked off the list. But something with that dirt pile, we're gonna have to do something that's getting out of hand. You mentioned the spraying. I'm glad to see they got the weed eating all the way down. So when the wind does calm down, get a good time to spray everything. Something that I want to try and do between now and finishing these streets, and sooner the better. Our pavilion out here on the other side of the restrooms, it's been there longer than I've been here. It's completely full of termites. And I spoke to a few people about measuring just the slab that's there, rebuilding that exact same structure. So I'd like to get some prices and some photos of what we've kind of talked about and have in mind. The
have
middle,
you, hold on, if the structure's got it, a pretty good chance that the bathrooms have got it. Have we checked that?
I had noticed them in there. It's the trusses over here that is what has it in. And we replace it with metal trusses like you see nowadays.
I'm just saying, man,
Yeah,
if
we
it's that
can
close,
yeah.
you would think it
Yeah, we
would
definitely check it.
wouldn't hurt to check this also.
My last thing, and I'll leave you alone. I appreciate the code enforcement list, Colleen. I'm glad to see that those dollar stores, the ones that we could get a hold of, they tightened up tremendously. They're cleaning the parking lots now. Good code enforcement list. That's all I have.
Okay, has anybody got anything for Jake? Alicia?
The only thing I had was with the boat dock rental. I'm talking about the marina over here and in the canal, not the bays. As it states now or reads now, it only can stay 5 days, right? There's a couple that wants to rent it long-term, as in 3 months at a time, not a year at a time. So would y'all be against that?
The
renting it out?
marina, the whole marina?
Not the marina, just for their boat.
For them to
Boat-
park
boat
on like the
slip
seawall.
On the seawall.
So you come up to the covered storage, and when the covered storage stops, there's 3 utility outlets there.
That are on the seawall.
They would like to,
Between the marina and
and the
the
boat ramp.
boat
Boat
ramp.
ramp.
They would
Yeah.
like to, they'd like to rent, I'm sorry. go ahead.
Yeah.
They'd like to
Boat
rent,
for 3
they're
months.
winter visitors, and we rent the covered storage mostly 3 months, 4 months at a time. And they're willing to pay the 3 months in advance and keep their, the small boat in there. And I have no problem with it at all.
3 days.
It gets some exposure down there, possibly activity.
When it's rented the whole 3 months,
Yeah.
So
Where are they gonna park their vehicles, or do they have?
They-
vehicles?
They have a place here.
I think they reside in the yacht, in the yacht club, I believe. They're winter visitors. They're winter visitors. And I'm wrong on that yacht club. They may be at Fisherman's Village behind the Moorhead.
I'm not sure. But they have a place here. They just want to put their boat there for 3 months. Right? Is that what they did? Jim?
Yeah, then, that's what they're trying to do.
In this case, we wouldn't change any of the requirements for that, but we grant a waiver for
Okay.
the 3 months. But I mean, that's.
Yeah, it should be a case by case basis.
Right.
I can't remember what it was.
Well, here they
like-
said
I
that,
don't have anything against it.
yeah.
I'd like to identify them by name though, as far
Well,
as.
I believe there's three of them, so you'll have to do, there's three boats. Was there three?
I'm only aware of the
There's only
one,
Two, okay, I'm sorry.
but I don't know. I'm just,
You need a waiver from each one of them if there's two different couples.
so everybody's okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll reach out to them tomorrow, you have their information?
I do.
She's
But
got-
yes,
okay.
I can't
Okay.
think about their name on the top of my head, but I will.
Good.
That's all I have.
And if they want to rent the whole marina
Yeah.
next year, we'll let them do
Yeah,
that.
we'll let them open a bait store, whatever
Keep
they
the boat
want,
there.
whatever they want to do.
They can take it over.
That's all I
If they want to take a
have.
shower. throw it in
Yeah.
there, they can take a shower.
That's all I
If they
have.
have a place to live, they won't need to take showers. They won't need running water. They can just,
Yeah, you won't have 3 o'clock in the morning shower.
Yeah.
no.
No, they're not that.
So we can stand guard duty.
Marcus, you got anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Brad?
No, sir.
And the one thing I had, we've already crossed out with the, elections or the your report. So I'm good. Does anybody got anything for us? Okay. Discuss financial statement if needed. And number 14,
Motion to adjourn.
motion by Jake, second by Brad. Any questions? All in favor?
Bye.
All opposed?